Devotion, my pirate brethren. Today we are cooking pirate hot pot using mince, sliced potatoes, and a few other bits and bats, which I will tell you about as we put them in. Now, to save time, I have already pre-fried off mince, which of course I'm using turkey mince because pirates don't eat red meat in case they sink. So we only eat turkey mince, chicken mince, whatever. As long as it's not red meat, you can have red meat. I don't have red meat. I'm going to add to the already pre-fried mince some chopped up carrots and onions that Corky has already prepared for me. Turn up a bit. Now I have already seasoned this with salt and pepper, so I don't need to, but if you're just starting, put salt and pepper in there, some garlic paste, little bit of sage, because that goes well with the turkey mince. This is grain mustard. Can use normal mustard if you don't like grain mustard. Can use English mustard, French mustard, any old Pratin mustard. Little bit of ketchup, this is just for the color. And also that little bit of sweetness. And then start to fry all together. And now we're going to fry this for about 5 minutes just to carrots start to soften, onions start to brown, and we'll come back to you soon. Right, I've cooked down now for about 5 minutes. Onions are starting to soften, carrots are softening too. Now what you want to do is take some gravy granules, you can use any you like. Just sprinkle some into it. This is going to start to thicken up pretty quick and start to create a bit of a sauce in there. Don't put too much in it first because there's no moisture really in there. And then we're going to take kettle and just add a little bit of water. Then we just add a little bit of water at a time. And start to see, we'll start to thicken up. A little bit more water. Make sure kettle has boiled so that not cooling it down every time you pour water in. And we'll thicken up now. Might need to add a little bit more granules. Make it consistency that you like really, but don't want too runny, otherwise we'll frat and go all over cooker. There we go. Again, add more water and starts to thicken up. Don't want it to become so thick that it's similar to the thickness of coffee. Yeah, that's about okay now. Turn heat down, just leave on very low. And then we are going to start the layering process. So get earthenware dish or roasting dish, whatever you want to use. And now take potatoes that Corky has pre-sliced into pieces like this, just thin pieces, and you're going to build up layers. So start on bottom with potato. Don't have to be fancy about it, as long as bottom is covered. Nobody will ring please. Prat. Will do. Just going to grab the spoon. Can't find spoon. This one will do. Chop away. Turn off. So do layer of potato, layer of stuff, mince and all that stuff. Don't need to put loads on, just enough to slightly cover. That's first there. And then just repeat process until fully built up to top. Right, now as all laid up to top, I'm going to take some bechamel sauce that I've made and put in a jar the other day. It's not bought, but made myself. It's easy to make, so you can just find out how to do that off the internet or some prating thing. Put a little bit on top, like this. Oh, I've done well making this bechamel. Quite good. But everything Steve makes always is, so what can I say? Do this, put all over. That's it. Don't need to look at chat. Put straight into the bin. Now take some cheese. I'm going to sprinkle like this. It's kind of like pirate lasagna, but not. That will do. Bit more, in case Corky likes cheese. And that's it for that. It's now going to go in preheated oven at 200 for about 45 minutes. I put the lid on this, and then after about half an hour take lid off and give it last 10 to 15 minutes with lid off so it can brown. Don't put in with lid off all the way through, or that will burn. Bush on. I'm now going to show you how to make perfect Yorkshire puddings to go along with Pirate Hotpot. So it's very easy, as long as you follow Steve's formula, will never go wrong. Take cup, take plain flour, not self-raising, fill cup up to same point with all three items that are going to need. Plain flour, milk, eggs, that's it. So fill up to same point, as long as exact same point with all three will be perfectly work. Flour, milk. If you put flour in first, you will see where flour has been, and that you will know to do same amount. Milk. Now I'm gonna just whisk this up a bit so it doesn't go lumpy before I add the eggs. That's fine. Now take eggs, again same amount to fill up cup. Get some kitchen roll to put cup on. Put shell on there. There we go. Now add eggs to the batter. Whisk in, don't need to go mental. Just make sure all incorporated. that will do. Now we'll leave that and we will come back when we're ready with Hotpot and show you how to put the Yorkshire puddings in the oven. Right, so now we are ready to put in our Yorkshire puddings. What you're going to have to do is take whatever it is that you're putting them in, if it's a tray with individuals or if I'm doing it in a big tray, because I'm a pirate and who the hell is going to stop me. But what you need to do is put that in the oven first with some vegetable oil or sunflower oil and give it a couple of minutes just for oil to heat up. Then we're going to take that out and put in our batter that we already made. I have just added a little bit of black pepper in here just to season. Give it one final little mix up. And I'm going to take out a preheated tray that I'm going to throw that into. With oil already in there. Take mixture, pour into oil, make sure it's enough. That's plenty. Then back into oven and going to take about 35 minutes to cook. And leave her in there. Right, it's all finished now and we're going to go over to Corky for a final taste test. What do you think of that then, Corky?
I think it's very nice, yeah. It's got some very bold flavours. Very good.
Well, that's excellent then. Remember to like, share and subscribe, my pirate friends. Yeah, Pirate Steve, Pirate Steve, everybody loves Pirate Steve. Pirate Steve, Pirate Steve, everybody loves Pirate Steve. Yeah,